Hey guys, welcome back to the Brash RC's YouTube channel. I'm Brandon, and today, as you guys can see, this is the custom built truck. It is sitting right in front of us, and it is a good video about it today. Another thing that was about this video, or this truck, is it's going up for sale because I keep finding problems with it. So I just fixed them all, and I'm going to just buy another Slash, probably a brand new one. So yeah. Back to this truck though, it is complete. I know the video that I did last of it says Mean Green is ready, or Mean Green is done, or something like that, but it is actually done now. And as you guys can see, it's lime green and chrome is the main colors, and then there's obviously black accents. But we got chrome drive shafts, getting chrome links, chrome wheels, chrome rock sliders, and we sanded the bumper down to be chrome. So we're doing it chrome and black theme. If it looks like it's tilted forward, that's because it's sitting like that. There we go. And so yeah, we got a lot in for this, which is how it's done. I didn't record it. Don't know why, but we got all the steering arms. Had to turn on the flash for that one. But we got some new steering arms, which is that, and then the one behind it, which is there. And so now it can actually turn when I drive. But there's no clear coat on here on this paint, so it might be a little dull, but in person it's not too bad for having no clear coat. But yeah, and then the tires and wheels, I'm probably getting some new ones. Well, actually I already bought them, but they'll be here soon. But what do you guys say? Let's go get this thing out for a test drive. One thing I would like to say first before we take it out is I've only driven this across my room once to see if it would turn now, which it does. Alrighty guys, so now that we're outside, it's gonna be hard to drive and record, but that's first gear. Oh, by the way, I did brake second and third gear, so we only have first and reverse right now. But I'm getting some new shift servos, so we'll be able to have all three gears again. So far so good, it's just really hard to turn. First gear does go a little bit quick though. I wasn't quite expecting that. I'm gonna see if I can at least get it to work. So I couldn't hear them shift. Yeah, actually the second does work. I'm gonna take it through our first little bit of water. Wasn't much, but I don't wanna load it with water on the first run. Yeah, it's not doing anything when I'm shifting, so we're just stuck in first till we get some new shift servos, but that's all right. So yeah, super smooth now. That paint looks so good. I'll let you guys know when we're back upstairs. Alrighty guys, we're back upstairs. We got some grass on here because I mowed the lawn earlier. And if you guys notice these bottom screws on each side that are green, they would not come out. They were stripped out. So, yeah, those are going to be green. But overall, it did really good, actually. So, we do need to tighten these back screws again. I'm not sure why, but those always come out. But, so I'm going to do that real quick and then let you guys know. Alrighty, guys. So now, as you can see, the drive shaft is tightened. Well, I guess you couldn't really see that it was loose, but you know what I mean. We did paint the chassis in a gunmetal gray, actually. It's not black, but we have some rust. I didn't put that there. I even painted over it, so that's not the best. We also have some on the inside of the chassis over there. We have a whole bunch on the inside of the chassis over here, remember, from the last video or something. But yeah, but we're gonna get this a nice wash, not in this video, but we are gonna go and get it a nice wash with some wax and everything, just make it look real shiny and nice. These wheels need to be cleaned too, really dusty, but those are just off the Gen 8, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so I am getting light bars too, but I'm pretty impressed. Even with first gear and first gear only, it's not too slow. So we should have plenty of wheel speed. We should have plenty of torque, which this thing is a torque monster. It's just crawling. I'm going to get a better ESC and motor as well, so stay tuned. And then also, not sure if you guys will be able to see it, but if you can see that servo mount on the axle, it is bumping the battery tray right there on the suspension, if you can hear it. So we're gonna have to take that off, and then we'll have more number one articulation for the front, also more travel, which is good. Plenty in the back, like we have from where it sits right there to there. So we've got plenty in the back, just the front we need to work on. I've still got some holes I need to fix from when we had it all rust bucketed out and stuff. This huge one I did fix for the most part, but yeah, so we could still do a little bit better, but it doesn't really matter to me. It's a crawler. But yeah, so super good truck so far, no issues. We're starting to get some rust on that pinion gear. I haven't even driven it. How's it rusting? Well, we got some inner fender wells on the way for the front. There's a lot coming for this truck. Alrighty guys, as you can see, the front does sit down a little bit now, because I did remove that piece that was blocking the suspension in the front. So, like I said previously, I'm going to get some longer shocks for up front because now they just sit down. But I want it to at least be like that, so I've got plenty of steering clearance. That's why I'm getting the inner fenders, so you don't see all that. But yeah, so that's fixed. And then another thing, if you guys don't see the slash back there, it's good news for me, but bad news for me. It's bad news because I needed to buy a new truck. Good news, I don't have to worry about that one anymore. Yeah, that one's gone. It's never gonna come back. Yeah, that thing was a money pit, so I just got rid of it. So yeah, now I gotta go buy a new. I'm just gonna buy a brand new one, not a used, so I know it's gonna work out. Yeah, but right now I am going to take off the rear drive shaft. Oh, I got the wrong wrench. Ooh. Now we got the 2mm. So I'm going to be taking off the rear drive shaft, and we are going to probably take apart the rear diff because I just want to make sure there's grease in there, because I don't remember putting grease in that one, but I might have, I don't remember. So I'm not going to do that on camera because I've never worked on these axles. Well, I've worked on them to put grease in them, but they're tough. You have to take off all of those screws in the back. There's 6 on each side of that, and then like 2 to 4 on this side. So, yeah, I'm not going to record it, but I'll be right back with you guys when I do that. Alrighty, with the rear drive shaft disassembled, just 2 bolts, and then it slides apart. Well, we're starting to get a lot of rust on there. That's just all surface rust, though. I didn't put any of that there. But yeah, so we're going to have to clean that up pretty soon. That one has a little bit. But yeah, so I got the drive shaft off, so now the rear axle just spins freely. And oh, by the way, these portals do rub on the wheels a little bit, but it's not that bad. But yeah. And by the way, if you ever see that, that's because it dripped. So I'm just gonna get a new bolt right there, and then for that, I'm just gonna leave that. But yeah, I'm gonna get a new bolt, or I could just sand it off and then paint it black again. But I'll just get a new one. So that way I know it's good. But yeah, so now I'm going to take apart this rear axle. I just remembered what this rust is probably from. I think it might be from last night when I took it through the water and the tires kicked up some water drops on here, because it is unpainted metal. So I think that is probably what that came from. Alrighty guys, As you can see, it's a lot lower in the front and a lot lower in the back. We don't have as much travel. We still do have some travel though. We also still have plenty of articulation, just not as much. But it is running. I put the shocks in kind of droop a little bit. And if you guys are thinking that looks weird, don't worry for long. We are getting a bed for this truck. Not sure if we're gonna use it, but it's squatting a little bit, but so we'll figure something out. But this looks a little bit more competition style. There's a little bit like it drops a little bit, so we're gonna see how it handles with the suspension like this, and I'll be right back with you guys. I'm not gonna record it, by the way. Alrighty guys, it's still on, as you can hear the fan, but that's really loud, so I'm going to turn it off. In here, there we go. It is super smooth. No complaints. I think I'm gonna keep it lowered like this because it handles way better, honestly. And yeah, but I did order a new motor and ESC combo for this, and a new servo, but won't be in this video. I doubt it'll be here by the end time. But yeah, it is a super smooth truck. I love this thing. So yeah, it won't be leaving anytime soon. The paint looks super good. Probably could do a clear coat, but oh well. Yeah, super smooth. The axles are awesome. By the way, I did put some grease in there, so I didn't have to add any. But yeah, it's amazing. I also am ordering a new transmission. I had to cancel the other order of the one that I already got because it would not be here for a while. So I just tried again ordering one, and now it'll be here super fast. But yeah, so this truck is coming along amazing. It's still not quite done. I know it's drive worthy. I just drove it, but I love this truck. So yeah. Stay tuned for future driving videos of it too. As you can see, all the wheels are still on the ground. This one is still on the ground. This one is still on the ground. That one is on the motor. One second. That one is still on the ground. And that one is all the way up on there. We have huge wheel gap when it's flexing. So we can have plenty of that. But yeah, it is just a fantastic truck. Looks fantastic. Performs fantastic. Only thing is that motor and ESC combo, which is leaving, so I am getting a new one. Stay tuned for the next video of Mean Green. By the way, that is the name we came up with. So stay tuned for the next video of Mean Green, and that will be installed. Maybe the transmission, I'm not sure if it'll be here in time, because it still is going to take a while, just not nearly as long. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.